Good morning, Edison duelists. This is Dionysus, aka Young Puds, coming at you guys with a slightly different flavor of shameless hypebeast Edison content for you today. So, sometimes in life, you read things on the internet that are pretty innocuous, but for whatever reason, they stick with you. And right here, what I have for you guys is one of those things that stuck with me. This is a regionals report from 22nd September 2014 by the greatest Yu-Gi-Oh player possibly of all time, Calvin Tahan, from Duelist Grounds. Any Duelist Grounds enjoyers in the comments? Give yourselves a shout out. Duelist Grounds was it was really excellent. It had its problems, but it was really excellent. It definitely was the repository for the best regionals, tournament, YCS, whatever reports on the internet, and just a really great place to get better at Yu-Gi-Oh! So anyways, what really stuck with me here is this part where Calvin says, to be completely frank, one of the first parts of my daily morning rituals is to play a match on Dueling Network. Rest in peace. However, sad that seems, even weekdays before work, I need to allot myself enough time to cure the itch and cram a match in. So at the ungodly hour of 6ish a.m., I awakened to test my build that I had settled on merely hours before. He goes on to talk about Burning Abyss and how he lost to Shadow Buljins, but the point of all of this is there's something that I think is really based about having to start your day with a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Some people these days, they start their day with Wordle, they start their day with connections, all these little puzzles. Maybe you're a member of Learned League, you do some trivia in the morning. But there is nothing that wakes the brain up and gets you thinking first thing in the morning like a little bit of GigaVise. And now yesterday, user Pazuman asked us any way we can get a live duel. I'd love to hear your thought process during a duel. So I figured, you know what? Let's just jump right in. We'll hop on the Edison ladder and we'll go ahead. Look at that. We get a match right away. And I will try and do just that and give you guys some live feedback. First off, look at us go, winning the dice roll. Already a fantastic side. Our opponent here is Goffo Drago 99, who is rated 883. We're sitting pretty at 1316. So, anytime I see someone over 800, I'm thinking, okay, good. This is going to be a competent match. And would you look at that, folks? That is, it just doesn't get much better than that. So, this is just going to be a fairly straightforward combo. We are going to SSN that copy plant into a Lone Fire Blossom. We're going to use the Lone Fire Blossom to tribute itself, get the second Lone Fire Blossom, tribute itself, get the Gigaplant. We will equip Gigaplant with Supervise, summon back the copy plant, go ahead and make a, a little misclick there. And I always do that. It's with copy plant right there that I always misclick because it's so easy to, right to grave is right next to turn end. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and use Power Tool Dragon here. We're going to show 2 supervises and a Mark of the Rose. We do get supervise as well. This is a mandatory effect, so I did it a little bit out of order, but what are you going to do? We are going to equip Gigaplant with supervise, summon back the Lone Fire, and then go ahead, use Lone Fire to summon Titanial, and then we do have the Gold Sark here as well, so we're just going to fire that and get a Giant Trunade. So we're looking at future full combo in hand, a Trunade to insulate that in case we need it, but this is probably going to be it. It's always tricky for opponents to out this. Let's see what he has. I will enjoy a sip of my coffee. Okay, we're playing against Light Swarms, so Grenade might not be the most useful thing. He is hitting a Wolf Mill here, and it does look like that is a Super Nimble Mega Hamster. So, he has options now if he has Plague Spreader. I'm a little concerned about Goyo. That would be inconvenient, to be sure. What else could we be worried about here? We're only seeing one Lightsworn name off of all that solar recharge, so he's going to need quite a bit more gas to drop something like JD. He probably doesn't have another solar recharge, or he would have used it already. I'm guessing he probably has maybe a Raikou or a Hamster. That's worth considering. Probably another normal summon. Okay, so Card Trooper. So he's just trying to mill and see what he can do. All right, I'm seeing a Christia and a Beckoning Light. That is two really good pieces of additional information. So I do have to be concerned about Herald of Orange Light. I do have to have Christia on my mind. Now, Beckoning Light is interesting because if I'm seeing one Beckoning Light, I know there's at least one more. So that means that I can be a little aggressive into any back row that I see, because there is the potential for it to not be real, for it to just be Beckoning Light. So he's just going to crash right into the Power Tool Dragon. He'll take 400 and draw a card. Clearly, our opponent here is just digging for outs. Definitely defensible. Maybe trying to find an Honest. Something like that would not be great for us. And if he does find Honest, or if he has Honest already, is he going to attack right away? He is. And he's just going to very aggressively drop that Honest to get rid of the Power Tool Dragon. So Power Tool Dragon he's identified as the biggest threat. Not sure about that. Not sure what that means. I guess it's the one that he can actually clear. I was thinking maybe that meant he had some back row to interrupt Gigaplant. A little unsure here. So I think right away we are just going to go ahead and activate the Gigaplant. If he has an orange light, we would still get Gigaplant back there. And now we are going to go ahead and make another Power Tool Dragon. I want to play around the second Honest. The fact that he aggressively attacked with the first Honest tells me that he probably has the second one. Otherwise, you wouldn't want to be attacking there, right? So let's go ahead and see if 66% can round up to 100% and get us that other Mark of the Rose. Okay, it doesn't. So now we have to think a little more carefully here. How do we want to answer the wolf? So we could just hit an armory and just go ahead and pick up the Mark of the Rose that way. Do we have any other options I like? You know, we could make Bryanak. That doesn't seem super good. I think I like Hidden Armory for Mark of the Rose. We'll attack into it. Try and push for game. He probably has Gores. How are we handling Gores? We have Giant Trunade coming. You know, just getting Mark there would have been so much easier. Alright, let's just get Mark. Let's just get Mark. Nice and straightforward. No messing around. Someone's messaging me. I'm really sorry, but I'm going to ignore you right now in case you are sending me slurs in my DMs. I don't want to have to scrap the video. Alright, let's see if we have game. Boom, 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 boom. We do. No Gores. Okay, perfect. You know, we had the Raigeki break. We still had the supervised, so there was plenty that we could have done if we did get hit with Gores. Now we have to side. Shouldn't be too hard. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Going second. We'll keep the dust shoot in, but Titan Roar is kind of nice though. I don't know. I want to answer Christia. This seems good. Look at that. Pretty good hand. Pretty good hand. So that's a Christia answer. That is a Royal Oppression answer. And our opponent is opening slow anyways. All we need is an SSN or a FERT. Or any... Look at that. Look at that. Busted. Okay. So let's go ahead and dump Lone Fire Blossom. And then we will activate FERT. All good? It's all good. Lovely. Consideration here, is it worth using the Giant Trunade now? Yes, it is. We don't have any gas in the tank. This could get orange lighted, and if we had orange lighted without doing that, we would have just lost on the spot. I definitely want to have that fertilizer for later. All right, so we get the Gigaplant off. That's fine. And let's go ahead and use its thing. Super. Okay. Here, I think I want to extend more. We have the fertilizer, so if we want to end on like a Stardust, which I'm pretty sure I do with that Book of Moon, and this potential Raikou here. Oh, look at that. See, I was talking out loud, and instead, okay, so we're just going to go right in for Stardust here. I meant to do Power Tool Dragon, and, you know, talking to you guys, I did not. But this is fine, too. So he'll get the hamster, and then he is going to be forced to just mill, hashtag just mill, and we are going to run over Raikou. Just mill, that's fine. Enjoy your mills. Oh, look at that. Mills Wolf. Mills Wolf. Must feel good. Okay. Yeah, like I said, definitely meant to make Power Tool here, and you know, I just went ahead and summoned the Nettles. Anyways, I said Stardust, and my brain went to Nettles. This is a little different. I've never really done too much of this kind of live commentary stuff. It's interesting. I think I'm probably thinking maybe a little more than I normally do. Normally, I'm just I like to play fast. You know, when I used to play in tournaments back in the day, back in like 2014 and stuff, and all my friends would go into time all the time, or they'd lose in time, or they'd end up with a bunch of draws. And I think in the and I don't know, maybe 4 years I was like really going to a lot of tournaments, playing a lot of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh. I probably went into time like 3 or 4 times. I was like, I want to play fast. Now, I think I probably played too fast, and I would have been a little more successful sometimes if I would have just slowed down just a little bit. So, it's always tricky. You got to find a balance. What's my opponent doing? I've been yapping. He has gone ahead and milled 1 JD. Always happy to see 1 JD. He's milled a redundant name, and now he is going to go ahead and Lumina here. Pitching Plague. Uh-oh. And he is going to summon back a Raikou. So I'm assuming he is going to go ahead and use the Plague Spreader effect. Something like Mistworm would be catastrophic for us here. So when that Plague comes out, we are going to just go ahead and book that. Yeah. None of that. Get that down. Goodbye. And now I have to remember its Plague. I do this all the time where I Book of Moon something and I'm playing against a Raikou. Oh, and there you go. We win the game. That is fantastic. So now I always, every game I play, I always go ahead and check the replay real quick. Just to do a little review. I think it's interesting to kind of compare the reads that I was making with how my opponent was playing, what they were up to. And then you get to see my beautiful little combo line here again. So again, I do really apologize. Very unprofessional of me here to have botched that interaction. The supervise has to summon before you can activate Power Tool. That's a mandatory effect. So he did have the second honest. Nice. Very glad to know I made that read correct. And he had JD as well. So he had a fine hand. We just were a little too fast. So very, very nice, very, very nice. I think the Christiosaurn matchup, like, this is a deck where it's kind of similar to GB's, where if they get rolling quick and you are a little slow, like, you just lose. It's not the most interesting stuff, and vice versa. Like, if you get rolling quick, okay, so here. That is a really unfortunate hand. Double Wolf, Necrogardna, Orange Light. That is not so good. I mean, with the hamster and the zombie, and then drawing charge for turn, obviously, it's not so terrible. But I'm sure it really stinks to see Orange Light. That's the other thing with Orange Light is, like, you have to see another fairy. You absolutely have to see another fairy. And there's so much with this Christiosaurn deck where it's not the most consistent in the world. And I also think, like, if people want to point to how much GigaVise bricks, like, you have to understand, like, this is a card game. There are a lot of decks that can just open like really suboptimally and are just not going to be able to play. And the GigaVise, you know, I think you saw it. Like, this is just like a totally random sample here. This is my first take. I still have my coffee. You know, I'm just taking my time waking up here with this game. And we open full combo, both games. You know, the GigaVise deck is clearly very, very consistent and just very, very powerful. Well, that was such a quick match. I think we might have time for one more. Friend request from Matt21. I'm gonna read your thing off camera, but I'll go ahead and accept that. And, you know, folks, let's see. Is anyone playing any alt formats right now? Oh, fantastic. REDU. The REDU duelist on. Let's give you guys a real treat, and let's show you a little bit of September 2012 GigaVise while we're here. You know, while we're here, let's just take a little look, right? Let's see how we do. Let's show you that, you know, GigaVise is it's a perennial threat. It's always good. It's you know, it's never not good. You can take GigaVise into any format at all, and it's going to be broken. All right, so we do draw for turn. He says good luck. I say have fun. Yeah, look at that. We got combo, bro. So we'll send the one and only Lone Fire Blossom that we have. We'll activate Fertilizer. We'll bring back the Lone Fire Blossom. Oh, he's got Maxi. Bro, that's so terrible. Yeah, all right. You can have one. Jeez, dude. Like, just Gigaplant pass. That's so bad. So bad. We'll use Hidden Armory. We'll get Mark of the Rose. Go ahead. Man, Max C hurts. Max C hurts, you know? Like, I think that maybe my favorite thing about Edison is, aside from Orange Light and Crow, like, there's no hand traps. So, you know, like, I see a hand like this, and I'm like, oh, great, this is fantastic. And our opponent's on 6 Samurai, which is very good this format. I remember the structure deck had just come out, and then there was like some sort of promotional like blister pack you get at Target it, and it had a Shien in it. You could get your Shien, you get your 3 copies of the structure deck, you get your Shien, and then it also had 3 copies of Raw Yellow Mega Pack. Yeah, Asceticism, you're good. You're good, dog. Go off. And then Asceticism was like weirdly like $5 or something, and Kagamusha was really inexpensive, but it was really tough to get. I remember I was so excited. I had my 6 ham structure decks, I had my Shien, but I didn't have a Kagamusha because, you know, I was 15. I didn't have a credit card, a debit card. I could only order Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I couldn't use like TCG Player or Troll and Toad or whatever we had back then. The way I bought my singles was I would take my babysitting money and I would buy Amazon gift cards. Then I would have to buy singles on Amazon. And Kagamusha was sold out on Amazon. And no one at my locals had Kagamusha. And I remember asking the judge, I was like, hey, like, am I allowed to use a proxy at locals? Like, I know normally we don't, like, but it's literally for Kagamusha. Like, it's a 25-cent card that I just can't find. And the judge was like, I'm really sorry, buddy, but no, you have to have real cards. Look at this player, by the way. 6 Sams going off, going in. Nat Beast and Shien. I don't really think we can win. That's really, really bad for us. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is a really bad matchup. Like, what are we gonna do? All right, well, maybe he'll let us do it anyways. Gold Sark? Gold Sark? Yeah. Mark of the Rose? No. DDR, perhaps? All right, let's go to the next game. Jeez, my side deck isn't good either. You can tell that I really threw this together for the memes. It's annoying. See, he's got a good sport. I'd play REDU to just mess around. Not great. This. GigaVise. It's actually GigaVise now. That's what we're calling it. I don't even know. I don't want debunk. I'm not gonna side. I don't care. We're just going to. We're just gonna go right in. Okay. So this is a bad hand. Never mind. We drew tour guide. This is a great hand. Look at this. Tour guide effect. Summon Sangan. Go. Little pro set heavy storm type action for you guys here today. I hope we could win at least once. I probably in like individual duels. I don't think I've ever heavy storm on heavy storm. I don't think I've ever won a match with GigaVise and REDU, and I would say I probably win just in terms of individual duels. I probably win 1 in 6 individual duels. So hopefully we can get one of those here for you today. I'm not seeing Xian coming down. I'm not seeing a tuner. So, you know, we're not going to have to worry about Nat Beast. Obviously, this is a ton of damage. But, you know, things aren't looking so terrible. We'll take 11 there. That is perfectly fine. We will get our Lone Fire Blossom. And then we will attack directly. My tab is still giving me the notification for that DM. I feel bad. I like answering you guys' DMs. Like if you guys are talking to me, like I want to answer. You know what I mean? And 2 sets. Ugh, feels bad. Okay, this is fine. Like we actually have clapback. Heads, tails. Double-edged sword technique. Great. I don't care. So that one's probably the real one. Okay. Lone Fire. Lone Fire good? Lone Fire good? We have to watch out because the shadow can make that what is it? Kaigeki can make it to be 3,500. That was like one of the big exciting combos that they put on the box. If this is like a compulse, we're friggin' hosed, guy. We'll just play into it. Gigaplant effect. MST on the supervise. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay. How do we want to navigate this? So we're not done yet. There's still more that we can do. Strike bouncer seems pretty good here. I guess he can damage step that though, so maybe it's not so good. You know, I feel like he's gonna have trouble dealing with a Brute Draco. So let's do that. Where's Nettles? Am I not playing Nettles? This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable, folks. I'm not playing Nettles in this list. Okay, we'll banish Spore, and we will DDR, discarding Copy Plant, for Spore, and we will Synchro 7 with Spore for Power Tool Dragon, and then we'll activate Power Tool Dragon and get hopefully Mark of the Rose, but DDR is fine too. This is a sick play. This is a sick play, guys. And then we'll use Spore to banish Gigaplant. Spore comes out at level 7. And then we can overlay those for Big Eye. And then we can use Big Eye to take the spirit. Yeah, that's not terrible. He should chain, so we can't clear anything this turn. That's fine. You know, we could Mark of the Rose. Does he not know it goes to 35? Yeah, I guess he doesn't. Oh, he doesn't control another 6 samurai. That's so good. That's so good. Look at this. See, I don't know how to freaking think. Yeah. All right. We're so back, you guys. We're so back. We've never been more back than we are right now. And now our opponent is going to draw. Let's see. Just draw and pass. We love it. And look at that. We drew a DDR. We're nasty, guys. We are nasty at this game. Look at that. Bring back the Gigaplant. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. I'm feeling so positive about this all of a sudden. I guess I'll take debunks now. No, let's keep the decree. Whatever. Am I really not playing Nettles? That's crazy. I think obviously the Spore line, that was better than even if we had Nettles, but no Nettles. That just feels so completely wild to me. And, oh, okay, we drew Max C. We have a Supervise. We have a Gigaplant, whatever. Normal summon that. Yeah, we gotta chain the Max C here. Gotta chain the Max C. And we drew another Max C. I don't know how good that is. He is gonna Synchro Summon, so we get another draw. That's fantastic. Nat Beast. Not so good for us. I'll be honest. That's not good for us. Look at all those spells that we have in our hand. Yeah. Great. Wow. Great. Have you guys seen that video? It's like the Pakistani lady. There is like some sort of Pakistan rally, you know, and all the kids are like, my pledge is that I will be a pilot. Oh yeah, he's a pilot. Yeah, great. I love that video. I love that. I feel like it like resurfaces every so often, and it's hilarious every time. We have another Maxi. Oh, that's another Supervise. You know, it's just all we have to do is find an out for the Naturia Beast, which doesn't exist, and then we're golden. Wow, market, like we have everything here, right? We have everything except for an answer to Naturia Beast. We should be citing Snowman Eater. That seems good. That seems really good here. Okay. Got the one remaining thing there. And look at this. Maybe we can mill our opponent to death. Oh my gosh. This is so bad. This is so bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in hand. I don't even know what we're looking for. I don't even know what we're looking for, folks. I just don't. I just don't know what we're looking for. That's the truth of it. Got the keys on too. This is looking bad for our hero. You know, maybe playing real traps in this deck would be nice. I mean, that's not really going to do much against Shien, but you know, it's something. Jeez. All right, and a Foolish Burial. Okay, now we're just going to start activating spells. Upstart, Nat Beast. Upstart, Nat Beast. Foolish Burial. Like, I know we lost here, folks. I know I should just scoop, but I don't know. I feel like this guy's, you know, he wants to actually get to like activate Nat Beast and not just have to scoop. Nat Beast is such a good card. It's ruined my day so many times. I actually went to South America to go to YCS Bogota in 2015, and I got knocked out of the tournament. So are you trying to mill out of my deck? Hit him with the yes. I got knocked out of the tournament. I was playing Necros, and my opponent made a Nat Beast turn 1. And that is going to be that. Yeah, 6 Sam's, terrible matchup. It is impossible. I know. TY for the games. All right, well, those are going to be my 2 games to start the day. You know, this is actually a secret technique. If I ever feel like, oh, you know, I feel like maybe I'm getting some bad energy, I'm about to brick, ooh, I get some bad energy, I'm about to lose a match, I always hop in and play some September 2012 or some hat or something like that, and that way I can just keep continuing to do nothing but win in Edison, and then I can just get the loss, because everyone has to lose sometimes. So, you know, September 2012, this is a format that exists for me to lose in, so then I can win everywhere else. And folks, I gotta say, it's working really well. So this is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked these live duels, let me know in the comments. If you hated it, if you thought it was wildly unprofessional, if you thought I was misplaying, if you thought I just sacked my opponent, let me know. If you want to see more, let me know. If you guys also like to play Yu-Gi-Oh! First thing in the morning, let me know. If you guys are Duelist Grounds enjoyers, let me know. If you guys hated Duelist Grounds, if you were more of a Pojo kind of guy, let me know. Basically, what I'm saying is just, you know, let me know. Talk to me. I want to hear from you. I know I've been ignoring Matt21 and his DM this entire time, but I'm going to turn off this video and answer you, bro. So this has been Dionysus, a.k.a. Young Puds, coming at you guys with shameless Hypebeast GigaVise content. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday. Fantastic Tuesday? No, terrific Tuesday. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.